My topic is Should schools abolish sports? I will persuade my audience to keep sports in school. Pep rallies, pep bands, cheerleaders, Friday night lights, basketball state champs, number one in the state, animal of the week recognitions. None of these fun and memorable traditions would be part of our towns if our schools would choose to eliminate sports. Eliminating school sports within schools will be examined by first learning more about what it is and why we should not support it. Some solutions to the problem, what things will be like as a least of my proposal, and finally, what you can do. To begin, we must learn more about the idea of limiting sports within the school. We first need to know more about it to fully understand this issue. In the early 2000s, a conversation started bubbling up in whether or not to eliminate sports within the school. From then to now, discussions have grown and the debate was waged on. This is important to us for many reasons. Academic scores have risen. Many have tried different curriculums, room environments, and teaching methods. Getting rid of sports is one of the first things they would go to when looking to increase academic acceleration. In 2005, the California Department of Education found supporting evidence that healthy, active, and fit kids are prone to attending school and achieving higher academic scores versus the kids who aren't healthy, active, and fit. This is a diagram of tests done by the University of Illinois. It shows the activity in the brain after a simple 20-minute walk and then activity in the brain after just sitting quietly. Athletes participating have attained valuable life lessons, rising concerns of money and expenses that may put financial burden on those students that are low funded. Scope Scholastic states in many schools, sports are so entrenched that no one realizes their actual cost. The Public Schools Review website that was last updated on September 22nd, 2018, had an article titled Hello Budget Cuts, Goodbye Sports, the Threat to Athletics. It stated that budgets have become so constrained that several school districts have drastically slashed or entirely cut their athletes' program. One cannot put a price on the valuable life lessons that these students are attaining that are not able to be taught in the classroom. The New York Times website that was last updated December 22nd, 2015, an article titled School Sports Provide Lessons in How to Live. A man named Dante Stallworth stated, As I moved beyond my NFL career, I incorporate much of what Coach Al taught me as a teenage boy. Teamwork, responsibility, perseverance, accountability into other aspects of my life. Stallworth is a former NFL wide receiver for both the Patriots and the Redskins. Athletes learn that winning isn't everything. Persevere through the trials and push through until they achieve their goal for their personal life or team. Those things. Now let's take a look at what I think should be done. Many things can be done to ensure competitive sports in the schools if money is the main issue. We must double up boys/girls district games to reduce bus costs. Only compete against towns in the immediate surrounding area. We also have parents pick up the tab on physicals and fees for equipment. Eliminate athletic trainers. This can easily be put into practice. Finally, let's see the result of my proposal. Good things will result with my solution. We will be able to keep budgets low, competing athletics will stay within the school system. If change does not occur, the consequences will not be good. If sports stay, money will be continually spent until drastic decisions are made. Ultimately, sports will diminish within the school system. It is clear that the debate whether or not competitive sports should stay in school needs to end, and the decision to keep them should be reached. In conclusion, we have examined the issue of competitive sports in the school system by first learning about why we should not support the abolishment of school sports, some solutions to this problem, and finally how things will be a result of my proposal. Each of us in this room can do something. We can continue to do our part in working hard and playing hard, and by knowing what our answer will be when the question arises in our district. With knowing how we will respond, there is room to fail and make the wrong decisions. As the debate wages on, weigh both sides. Consider the consequences of getting rid of school sports, pep rallies, and Animal of the Week. Recognitions are just the half of it. The way that athletes in school grow from kids to adults is influenced by sports. These young men and women will grow to be responsible, successful people we want in our world. Don't jeopardize the future and lessons that these kids will attain for mere money. The highest price can't be put on the most valuable lessons. The trophies and state championships will be long forgotten, but the memories of the good old days will ring forever in the silence of the holidays years from now.